It's interesting how the creativity piece combines with being a therapist. When I branched out in private practice, I struggled. Historically, in our community, it's been unsafe to be successful in business. Some of it may even be...
And that's why, for me, regardless of how long we've known each other, I have no problem dismissing you.
If that's where you are, you have to do what you have to do.
Truth in the air, let it speak.
You got your Creative Roots colors on.
Do I?
Yeah, girl. Yeah. Yes.
See, the spirit be knowing. You be knowing.
Yeah. Because forest green, and then there's like a sage green. And then there's like a dusty gold.
Okay.
Which is kind of like that color.
See?
And then instead of white, there's like a light cream.
Wow.
You think that I sent you the brand guidelines. So,
oh my gosh.
So when I saw you walking in, I was like, no way, how'd she know that?
No.
Yes.
Clearly, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did not know that. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And bring your mic closer. These are newer mics.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sponsor.
Oh, yay. Who's the sponsor?
Mono. They sponsored the mics. That's the name on the side. MAONO.
Oh, okay.
So they sent us these microphones to use and test, and I have to give them, little things here and there. Okay. And as time goes on, we'll see how it grows. But outside of the live and the last episode, we're still using these mics. So, yeah.
Nice. Then they must be good.
They have to be, if I'm still using them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Natasha.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen you.
I thought you were going to count them up.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The amount of years, because we're younger than we look.
Exactly.
We're older than we look.
No, we're not older than we're older. Yeah, we're older
than we look.
Older than we look.
Yeah.
But we look younger than what we are.
Sure.
I don't care what y'all say. We young.
Listen, we're keeping it tight.
Yes. No Botox.
No.
No Botox. Mm-mm. So.
May I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Are you originally from Charlotte?
Yeah. Can you tell?
First of all, I'm originally from Charlotte.
Let's go.
And people that live in Charlotte say we are rarities. So just know we exist.
We're rare, okay? Been trying to tell y'all. Yeah, Shamar's originally from Charlotte too.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay.
This is awesome.
I'm at home.
Welcome to your favorite cousin's house.
Yes.
And we are live right here in the living room. So that's what I've nicknamed the studio.
Okay.
Charlotte Podcast Studio, your favorite cousin's house. A lot of people come in, they get real comfortable. Some people kick off their shoes. We have it. Some people come in for a tour and they don't know how to leave. Nothing wrong with that. We greatly appreciate it.
I can see why.
Yeah. Yeah. So listen, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Creative Roots Podcast, where seeds sown become visions grown. I am your host, Tay, and it's just me today. Again, Shamar's away on business, and that's all y'all need to know. Shamar's away on business. Today, we have one of my high school classmates. We graduated in the same year too.
Sure did.
Yes. Y'all, this is Natasha, and she is a therapist, amongst other things. You are also a public speaker. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
And you do something else.
I'm a business owner, so I'm in private practice.
She's got her own private practice. Mm-hmm. So, listen, a lot of things have been said on this podcast from different people that have me thinking, yes, we need an official therapist to speak to us, because a lot of things have come up, like I said, about mental health from different people. A lot of things are childhood trauma. A lot of things are adult trauma. We just some traumatized creatives. And a lot of people have spoken that is part of where their creativity comes from.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely want us to hit on that.
Yeah.
And before we do, what got you into being a therapist and doing content with it?
Oh, great question. You know what? We're going to have to go back in time for this.
Let's go.
I remember all the way back in middle school
Okay.
watching things I probably should not have.
I think that was all of us.
Was it?
Maybe.
But you remember the talk shows, the Maury's, the Ricky Lakes. I was watching that. And one day I saw this dysfunctional couple on the stage. I'm like, wow. And in the audience was a therapist that they gave a mic and let that person guide them into what are some healthy steps. I said, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. I was already, as young as middle school, people were coming to me with their problems.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does it sound right?
For me, yes. Yes, I'm the oldest grandchild. I'm the oldest child. I'm big brother. I'm big cousin.
Yeah.
So yes, for me, yes. I'm with you.
Oh, and that oldest child role, that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh God.
There's a connection for that. But I said, that is what I want to do. So what was the next part of your question? How did I marry being a therapist with?
Where did it come from? Like what groomed being a therapist and also being a creative with it?
I have to credit my mother. She kept me in so many activities from when I was really young. So I've tried a bit of everything, dance, basketball. I was terrible at it. But I landed at singing and band and things like that. So being a creative, it's been with me as a child. It's so interesting. I'm talking a lot about things from when I was a child. I think sometimes we ignore the things that we learn about ourselves as children and how beneficial they can be in adulthood.
Yeah. Yeah. Some things we bottle up.
Yeah.
Other things we allow other people to bottle up and throw away for us.
Yeah. You have to be a little cuckoo to be creatively expressive, outside of the box. You have to go with who you are and what you do versus what do you think people expect of you.
Say that one more time. Well, yes, I'm with you.
You have to go with who you are, what you do, instead of what people expect of you.
And I think that's what a lot of people tend to do. They go with who people expect them to be. Y'all, my phone ringing. I'll call her back. That's my sister. But yeah, so like, oh, you should go to school to be a doctor. You should be a lawyer. Oh, and then the famous line when you have a black family that goes to church, he gonna be a preacher. Don't be instilling that on these kids. Don't do that to these kids.
That's so funny. We are definitely an inside the lines in a box society. And even when you talk about God, I mean, he only uses preachers.
That's it.
That's all you could. But anyway, that's not
gonna digress.
This episode.
So you started in middle school.
Yeah.
Helping people.
Yeah.
You got licensed. And I know you're primarily a woman's therapist, correct?
No. And it wasn't that smooth.
Right.
Before I became a therapist, I worked in social services doing case management.
Oh.
And when I was ready to take the leap, because there was enough fire under me that I was like, it's time to go. I did have people saying, you gonna leave your good government job?
Mm-hmm.
The benefits, the pension. So I did have to say, let me stick to what I feel compelled to, for sure.
That gut feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times that feeling says a lot.
It does.
And it moves a certain way. Like, you ever be in a situation and then you're like, I gotta do it. But then you have this feeling that's like, whoa, don't, or vice versa. And typically when I have that feeling and it's like, don't do it, something bad happens. You know, or when I'm like, why are you procrastinating? Like with this, I never wanted to be in front of a camera. Ever.
Oh.
And I mean, I was doing rap music. I was fine behind the camera.
I remember that.
I remember, I'm going to do, and it's like, you know what? Let me take care of the paperwork. Let me stay on the backside.
Yes.
You know, that's where I was wanting to be.
Yes.
And here we are.
Yes.
We are not that far from 40 episodes. With this one, I want to say this one is maybe
wow
35, 37.
You said I relate to that so much. I relate to that. It's interesting how the creativity piece combines with being a therapist. When I branched out in private practice, I struggled. The first year or two, I'm like, well, I done set it up. Where is everybody? And I had to become okay with visibility.
Yes.
So social media is really literally what saved my business and allowed me to be a business owner full time. 9 years this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because I've been doing, Shamar gonna have something smart to say, but I've been doing photo and video for 15 years, give or take.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to go and sit and calculate that number, but yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. A good minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being in the creative space, you said that's part of what helped grow your business, right? Can you speak on that? Because I know for me, I don't care that much for social media, but I have to use it. You know, that's how we're sitting here having this conversation now, because you saw something. So can you speak to that aspect of using social media to push your business?
Yeah, I tried to follow the traditional route of what was told to me of what helps you build your private practice. Going hospital to hospital, doctor's office to doctor's office. They weren't checking for me. Going to networking event to networking, they were not checking for me. It wasn't until I started doing social media. And it's so interesting, after I got a rhythm with it, okay, not only did I have a lot of clientele coming in, but when I was going back to networking events, then it was like, I know who you are. I was like, get out of here. So I prefer the background. I am an introvert. I don't need all of this. I don't need all of this. My private practice needs all of this.
Yeah.
And my gift to the world needs this too.
Yeah. I'm not an introvert. I am definitely a talker. Shamar, do not be in these comments. I can talk. And I can talk to anybody about almost anything, right? But I don't want to talk to people.
You said you don't want to talk to people?
I don't want to talk to people. Like, I'll have a mode.
I think you may actually be an introvert, but like me, have extroverted tendencies, you know? Like,
I can dig it. Yes, because there are days I just don't want to talk to anybody. I'll wake up.
Very introverted.
I will wake up and I will like, I'm not calling nobody, and my phone better not ring.
Yeah.
My wife would be like, "Good morning." I'd be like,
Yes.
"Yeah,
Welcome.
yes." So if that's how you feel, just put extra introvert. Don't ask me how to spell it. Just figure it out down in the comments.
I mean, hey.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you taking social media,
Yes.
pushed your brand, pushed your business. People know who you are now. You're getting clients consistently.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just say you're probably at the point where you're like, okay, wait, I'm booked for the next 2 months. Hold on. You are important, but not this week. How does that feel? I guess that's a word. I guess that's where I want to go. How does that feel knowing you went from nobody's looking for me to I know who you are and having to say, for lack of words, sorry, I'm booked?
Well, I know who you are. I'm still shocked by that. Like, really? Okay. You know who I'm. Okay. Because when you're in grind mode, you're just grinding. Now, I'm not to the brim. Something happened this year. The economic situation with a lot of people. So I've had quite a few clients who have been laid off. Yeah, most of my clients are corporate leaders, attorneys, successful entrepreneurs. So I'm doing well, but we're not like, oh God, I'm being flooded. So one thing creativity has allowed me to do, I'm an anomaly. I'm a Black woman.
That's one.
I do not accept insurance.
No?
And most of my clientele are Black folks.
3. Yeah.
That is unheard of. I thought that was fairy tales and for celebrity, whatever, therapists or whatever. Yes, there have been like a significant decline in the economy, but I'm still doing really well. So I'm grateful.
And you have to be. Because we know, like you said, some people got laid off.
Yeah, a lot of
Some
people.
because I don't dive deep into politics like a lot of people. I just wait for them to give me the information. But I mean, with cutting EBT, some people can't even eat.
Yes. Yes.
So
yikes.
Yeah, I'm like, but I always said I can't. Listen, story from way back when, right? When we're going through some stuff, went to go file for EBT, and we got denied because I made 10 cents
Oh no.
over the required number. So you telling me I can't feed my kids because I make 10 cents more? So I know what it's like. And at that moment, I said, you know what? I wasn't dependent on the government to take care of me anyway.
Well,
Now,
you couldn't. You couldn't.
Couldn't. Now, I mean, if you need it, you need it.
Yeah.
Right? We needed it. But that sparked
Wow.
something in me to say, you know what?
Wow.
If you cut me for 10 cents, that lets me know that I'm not doing too bad. Maybe I need to rework my brain.
Whoa.
Maybe I need to change some things about the way I move and how we spend money.
Wow.
And I mean, it really wasn't much to change, but it was more of a simple thing of let's just stop eating out.
Okay.
You can buy a whole lot more groceries with them well, especially
that's
back then.
For real.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking at the line items. It's like, what am I spending on fast food? That's for real. It's easy to do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You just have to sit.
May I say something too that's a little bit tied to this?
Go ahead.
I am not a traditional business owner, entrepreneur. I think a lot of people who are they're okay with risk. They're okay with like going outside the box. That was not me. So my husband and I have worked diligently over paying down debt and having a certain amount set to the side. So for me to start with business ownership, to take the leap from my other career to this one, I had that cushion. So I say that to say some people want to just jump out there and you ain't got no cushion. You don't have no safety net. You just jumping.
Sit down. Don't jump.
Have a plan.
Definitely. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a risk. Listen, y'all know we have been working hard to build this community. And in the midst of doing so, we have collaborated with a brand that is wanting to help us do the same. We have partnered with Mono, and they have provided us with two, yes, not one, but two of their PD200W microphones. We have been using these mics, and we will be using these mics for the next few episodes. So let us know how you feel down in the comments about the way that these mics sound compared to the ones we've been using. And if you're looking to purchase some of your own, links down in the description. Stay tuned for more episodes from Creative Roots Podcast, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Peace. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a risk, but plan for what may not happen.
Yeah.
You said, oh, well, I'm just going to swipe my credit card and I'm going to buy all this equipment and I'm going to get all this and all of that. And then next thing you know, you don't even have a day job to pay for that stuff.
Yes.
And you think just because you bought this equipment, people are going to come to you. You think just because you now have this degree, people are going to flood to you. It is like you said, you had to use social media for that. And regardless of how some people feel, social media is still fairly new. We didn't know when we were in high school, we may have had the Facebook.
We had chat rooms.
Oh, God. Black Planet. MySpace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, shoot, I guess we did have social media.
We did, but it wasn't.
It's not like how it is
ingrained
now.
in the, society. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't big.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No. Like, YouTube started out as a dating site. Most people don't know that.
Really?
I had to do my research on it. I think it was a dating site. It sounds about right.
Well, they abandoned that idea.
Very quickly. And I think they did a good job of abandoning that part.
It was a good choice.
Yes.
Apparently.
Because we're here.
Yeah.
So, listen, with you making this transition, I'm just going to jump out and say your husband was very supportive. In the midst of his support, how was the support from other people as far as like friends and family?
Typically really good, really positive. Just that career change.
Yeah.
You going to really leave a good government job? When you don't have a lot of successful business owners in the family, in the friend circle, it sounds crazy.
Yeah. Some people, they can't, how I put this, some people take their ignorance and their mindset and they place it on you. Because most people say one thing, I could never. If it were me. And that's usually the problem because it's not you.
It's not them.
No.
And I do see it both sides. If you look at the statistics, and I wish I memorized it, it's really dismal. Like, it's not good for people who start up businesses in terms of the success versus the failure rate. It's pretty daunting.
Yeah.
I also think historically in our community, it's been unsafe to be successful in business. Some of it may even be subconscious fear.
Yeah. I call that, and I've heard it being called the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
Because you know what you can do. You know you can be successful at it. You've had many thoughts and dreams even, and you're like, oh, if I do this, I know I can do it. And I know I can, make money from doing it. But soon as you get to the point of start, you dial back. Well, what happens if this goes wrong?
Yeah.
Well, what happens is if so and so doesn't like it? And that's been
So
part
real.
of things with me. Like, what happens if I do this and it doesn't go?
Yeah.
You know, you spend $2,000-$3,000 on a camera. You spend another $2,000 on a lens, and then you have to get all these other things to go along with it.
Yes, you do.
You spent $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and it's like, but what if nobody calls? Well, you ain't got no other choice.
Right.
You have to get up and do something.
Yes, you do.
Even if you only do enough to pay that equipment off and then sell it. You know,
I think fear, first of all, we all experience it, but it either will paralyze you or propel you. That first year when I was not making enough money, and I'm like, I got a full master's degree and a license. These cents. What's the sign? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Right.
Like, no, we gotta do something else. I told myself and I told my husband, if this doesn't check out in another year, I'm gonna pack this little thing up and get me a regular schmegular job. But that fear pushed me to that point to say, I've got to do something outside of my comfort zone to make this work. I've got to learn something. I've got to do some actions. And so that is everyone's push. If you are a visionary, if you got some ambitious goals, let that fear drive you to take those steps that you have to do to be successful.
Yes. You have to move.
You have to move.
And that goes to what we always say in here. Just press record. Because whatever the first thing you record, it's probably going to be trash anyway. Just get it out the way. You know, the first thing you put out, it's probably going to be trash. You know, that first episode, there's some people, that first album, some people live in their third, but we're going to leave that alone. You know, so speaking on the part of ambitious goals, when you say that and you think about that, what is it about setting a bar outside of fear? Well, with fear and outside of fear, what helps people get to that bar mentally?
I liken it as to an athlete. They are going to eat a certain way, think a certain way, train a certain way. When we are trying to accomplish certain goals, like we have to have the bandwidth. Most adults, we tired. We already working hard, but we're talking about increasing our bandwidth to do things we have never done before, to learn, and we have to learn. There's a learning curve for that. We're in our head with our insecurities. Am I going to fail? Is this going to make sense? Am I going to be looking crazy? So for me personally, I'm returning back to speaking since I've been head down and in my practice. It's been a while. So I'm like, all right, so what do I have to do? I got to get back to eating well. I got to make sure I'm diligently working on my sleep. The stuff the doctor tells you to do. You know, I have to take time from the daily work and grind to think, to strategize. I have to move my body. Like I'm in hot Pilates now. Weekly, I'm trying to up it. Like you have to train your mind, body, and spirit to be ready for what you say you want to do.
Yes. Asking you shall receive. Seeking you shall find.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible says.
Yeah.
But you have to be diligent with it.
You have to.
I'm trying to see where I want to go. Let's talk about being a creative and dealing with childhood trauma. Do you see a lot of people that come to you, even if they're not a creative? Do you see a lot of people come to you that are dealing with things from childhood?
Definitely. Something I say over and over, if you're a parent, if you're married, or if you're a business owner, the fears, the insecurities from your childhood are coming to see, are you ready to grow or not?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So many things just went through my head.
Hey, it's deep.
I'm trying to get my emotions to come up and then go sit down.
It's deep.
So one of the things for me, and I think I've said this before, I was called a liar a lot.
Oh.
You know, did you do this and don't lie to me? Like, no, I didn't. But I would still get in trouble because it seemed like something I would do.
Oh no.
So that's why I have this thing, this statement of don't lie on me and don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Because that's how I grew up. I mean, I grew up being called a liar to the point where even when I told the truth, it was still viewed as if I was lying.
Wow.
So saying that is one of the reasons why I never wanted to be in front of a camera. Because it's like, I don't want to say something and I misquote or I say something wrong. And then people start pointing fingers and, you know, the jabs in the comments and, you know, things like that. And the other thing is just being watched.
Man, oh man.
And again, that's why I was like, nah.
Yeah, I'm good.
No. You want me to what? Shamar says, hey, we need to do a podcast. We can't be a podcast studio and not have a podcast. I don't want to do it. But then I sat and I went through the rings of it. And that's when we started the podcast for Charlotte Podcast Studio. No, that is not what this is. I have to put that out there. Because a lot of people think that Creative Roots Podcast is Charlotte Podcast Studios podcast, and it's not.
Yeah.
Right? This
Tell the
is
people.
a separate entity.
Yes.
And doing that podcast, you know, why Tay sound like that? Why does he talk like that? Why does it sound like he's reading a script? And it's like, I'm not reading a script. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I talk. I use big words.
Huh?
I don't use profanity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
And there's still a little bit of hood that sits right there.
You gotta be you.
I gotta be me.
You gotta be you through and through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing of being criticized.
Yes.
Had me.
Yes.
I don't want to be criticized and I don't want to say something wrong and people think that I'm lying.
Yes. Yes.
Now granted, you know, hey, you misquoted that, but we're talking about keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
You know, with their real names and their real faces.
Gosh.
Like we can't find you. You know what I'm saying?
And they certainly aren't doing the things that you are, because if they were, they would be quiet.
That part. That whole part. So
Yeah, we have to face ourselves. And it can either make us crumble or strengthen us for the next leg of the journey. The question is, are we sensitive enough to pick up on it? Are we willing to say, I wonder where that's coming from? Because if it continues to happen, it'll hinder my business. Or do we blame other people? Well, if other people weren't so critical and if other people weren't so, we make excuses instead of work on ourselves. We
and
can't control
fingers.
those other people.
And point fingers.
Yeah, we can only control us.
Well, if Natasha hadn't have said,
then I'm not going to do it because people,
they gonna judge me.
Are we supposed to be reading the comments? One of the things that helped me so much, I don't know who said it. That was like, be happy when they're in your comments talking crazy. That helps the algorithm.
At least you know they're watching.
It's each comment that is posted
shows engagement
and helps it to be seen by more and more people.
And you don't have to go down there in those comments and say anything back. But
that's a whole nother segment.
But people know, if you watch these episodes, y'all know I'm petty. I'm gonna say something.
Oh no!
Even if it's something that it's something so simple as, Thanks for commenting.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Thanks.
that. I like that. I like that a lot. And I've heard some celebrities say, like, the higher you climb, you wouldn't have enough time to even address all. You would mentally, physically wear yourself out. So it is good practice. I love that. Thanks for commenting.
Yeah.
I love that a
because
lot.
now we're engaging.
Yes.
Thanks for commenting. Greatly appreciate it. Be sure to watch the full episode. I'm petty.
Hey.
I think that comes from childhood trauma too. Just
Okay.
you get told so many different things, and a lot of people won't believe it, but elementary, middle schoolish, I used to get bullied.
Okay.
And then I flipped the tables.
Okay.
And I only bullied the people that were doing the bullying. And it's just one of those things that you can't just mess with anybody.
That's true.
You should not mess with anybody and everybody.
You shouldn't be doing it anyway.
Right. So, I'm going to get off me. When it comes to mental health, I don't know how to word it, but it's like, how bad do you think it can get compared to, like you said, instead of taking everything as a negative and turning it into a positive instead? I'm trying to get my words right. I don't even know if that makes sense.
Like allowing it to fuel you in a positive way.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you see, or I guess the advice part, giving people a space to say, hey, listen, when you're trying, don't think this, think that. What would you say to those people?
When you're trying, don't think this, think that.
I mean, you don't have to use that one, but yeah.
I like to start with what has already been motivating for them before in their past, not recreating the wheel. Sometimes in my therapy office, we're going back to the things that have helped them in their life.
Okay.
Because oftentimes we've got our head down, we're busy, we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not getting around good people. We're not moving our bodies. We're not being creative, pouring into ourselves in a way that strengthens us and is motivating. So it's like getting back to the basics. Like, well, what do you usually do? When you were in the zone and when you were motivated, what was a part of your life?
I'm just thinking for myself.
Yeah. Were you listening to a certain kind of music all the time? Were you reading certain kind of books and listening to certain kind of podcasts? Were you running certain routes? Were you taking yourself out to lunch to just by yourself to have a breather? What in the world were you doing? Now, for me, one thing I have started to adopt is, because I am an introvert, you might can't tell today, but quarterly, I'm going to go away for a weekend by myself in some silence. That's something that has helped me to decompress. I don't hear anybody's problems. I don't have to be anywhere at any time. I can have slow moments. I can think and I can connect with myself. What do I need? How am I really feeling? How am I doing? We're so freaking fast. We don't know how we even doing until it all fall apart.
Right.
So that for me is essential. And maybe, some of the listeners, they can't do all of that. They can't get away for a whole weekend at a bed and breakfast. Maybe you can go to the park. Find a way to reconnect with yourself. How am I really doing? What do I really need? Who am I?
A time and a space for self-examination.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We're running from ourselves. We're running from our pain. We're running from the things that wound us in our life, we need to face every one of them.
Acknowledge the wounds.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and some people have a lot of scars.
A lot of them. And we don't have to do it by ourselves. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made early in as a business owner, trying to do it by myself, trying to figure out stuff by myself, not asking for enough help. Now, that's one of my childhood stuff, not asking for enough help. And what I know is people that look like me often have that same issue.
Yeah. And something with me from that
Yeah.
is like, who do you ask when everybody comes to you?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just in general. Like, yes, that's a thing for me. Like,
yeah.
if I fall on a hard time or, a
Yeah.
hardship happens, who gonna let me hold $20 to put gas in my car?
Let me tell you, I was a generalist therapist starting out, but then I niched down because I kept seeing people in my office saying the same thing. Brilliant people, professional people. I have nobody. Everybody comes to me. I'm tapped out. I don't know who I am because I've just been running behind, making sure everybody at work, everybody in my family, everybody in my friend circle is okay. Let this be your wake-up call. That's not okay. You should not be the sharpest, the strongest, whatever in your circle. So are you going to get outside of your comfort zone and face some insecurities of not always being the go-to person, not always being the smartest in a room, being adults and making friends as adults, showing up in rooms that you might feel uncomfortable. So, and then it makes us have to make decisions about some of our relationships. Are you going to let them know, hey, I would like you to do this and this and this for me too? So there's more reciprocity. This is my lane. Can you tell?
I'm here. I am here. Listen, they just along for the ride.
I mean, welcome.
Right. I am here. Yes. And like I said, that's why when you mentioned something about being on the podcast, I say, you know what? It's going to be a necessity. And I told myself, I say, and I don't do this, she better not get on here and try to make me drop no tears.
Wow. But if you do, that's your business.
Right. Because
Yeah.
Chef Walter, right? He asked a question, and I told him later, I said, you asked a question that I tell people is one question that if you ask a strong black man that question, he will break down.
Oh, wow.
And that one question is, so how are you doing?
Wow.
He asked that question, and I had to quickly be like, stop.
Yeah. That's
And my
real.
response to him was, I'm numb.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
Because wife, kids,
Heck yeah.
businesses,
Heck yeah.
work, life, everything. And it's like, I don't have time to feel.
And let's be real. Men aren't socialized to feel, to
And there you
even
go.
acknowledge that it exists.
That part too.
I have had the privilege of being overjoyed. The last 2 years, I've seen more black men in my practice. Usually I see men because my other niche is couples work. Usually that's when I see men. But the last 2, I'm like, okay. One thing I tell black men, well, what about, and all men, make it okay to come up with your own rules and standards around what manhood looks like. Not necessarily what society told you, your family told you, all that you know, what your family needs, what you need today. Say, I get to decide.
You hear that? We need to decide.
Yeah.
And I think even regardless of the relationship, that's important. because we hear a lot of what other people want.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of what other people think. We hear everybody else's perception, not just of us, on us, but in general. Now, some of us, yes, we might go to bat, have a whole conversation, but at the end of the day, we still might be like, I'm not telling you what's wrong. Because if I
Right.
tell you, you might take advantage of that.
Wow.
You might try to use that in an argument.
Wow. Well,
You know,
that's real too. And whoever is in partnership needs to be really mindful of that. That even the smallest things shared are sacred.
yeah. Even in friend groups, in your marriage,
Yeah.
your family members, there shouldn't be a moment where we have to say, now I'm about to tell you something, don't tell nobody. Because I don't want anybody to know.
Well,
But we have to.
you have to.
We have to. And I know if I tell certain people certain things, nobody's ever going to know. But everybody knows if they tell me, I'm not going to mention anything.
Wow.
And again, I'm the therapist, unlicensed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't come after him, bored. Don't come after him. Go ahead.
Right. I'm the person that sits with a lot of people.
Yeah.
My phone rings a lot and I'm like, and I'm giving advice.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's like, okay, well, did you do this?
Yeah.
Well, did you ask that? So what happened? How did you get here? I don't just be like, this is what you need to do. This is what you should have done.
Yeah.
It's, well, how did you end up there?
Yeah.
And it's the space of allowing them to go deeper with the self-examination with someone there. And that's kind of how I have always pictured therapy, right? So like even when I was in therapy, that's kind of the lane that we went down. And the end result of my therapy was 2 questions. 1, can you control the outcome? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, get your butt up, do what you got to do,
yes,
and fix it.
indeed.
And if the answer is no, wash your hands with it and let it go. It's not worth your time or raising your stress level. Doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what it is.
You have to accept it.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and that's why for me, regardless of how long we've known each other, I have no problem dismissing you.
Okay.
We don't ever have to talk.
Okay.
The last 2,
That's real though, because we have to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Because people will bring you down in spirals if
Right.
you allow everything to hit your heart in the deepest way. That's so real.
yeah. You never heard nobody mention that like that?
Most people feel a lot of guilt about that. And that's
don't.
something that
I don't. Listen,
you know?
when it comes to my family, I'm like ride or die.
Okay.
But if I know you did something stupid, I'm going to ride, but I ain't going to die for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I tell people, when you come to me, don't come to me pointing fingers. Like when we were in high school, situations would take place. Okay, let me figure out what happened to make sure that you're not coming to me starting something, right? So what happened? Okay, let's be gentlemen. Let's go have a conversation, see if we can figure this out. If the conversation can't be had, we're going to go to the other side of the tracks. And most people know what that means. But I've always tried to, okay, what happened? Where did we, how did we end up this way?
Yeah.
And if it's a bunch of, okay, that lets me know no matter what I say, you're not going to hear me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Talk to you never.
Not later.
Not later. Never. Because I spent like the last 2 years of me driving the truck. I said, if you are not trying to, 1, get me off this truck.
Hey.
2, increase my revenue. Or 3, trying to find a way to be and do better.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
And so many people were like, I ain't heard from you. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't like having the same conversations over and over and over unless those conversations are like wellness checks. So did you do this? Did you do that? Okay, well, this is what
Mm-hmm.
I did. Okay, I did this too. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what do we need to do to help keep pushing and motivate each other?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready to get off the truck. Da 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 da. Oh, okay. So what are you doing to get off this truck? Well, I mean, go back, redraw your lines,
Mm-hmm.
rework your plan.
Some people just want to vent. They
And
just want to vent.
I have no problem with you venting, but I don't want to feel all that hot smoke that you venting with.
Yeah,
Give
for
me
sure.
give me something realistic. Don't be like, man, I get off this truck, I'm gonna make 300 grand a year still. Bro, where you working at? Because I need that job too. And I don't want to drive. Where you making that at?
Right. Right.
But yeah, I have no problem dismissing people.
Okay.
I have no problem pushing people to the side.
Yeah.
Shamara makes a statement of pick your lane.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot how he words it. I can't remember how he words it, but it's basically like choose where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, if you want to be outside the door, I'm going to close the door and leave you out there.
What I love is that this sounds so harsh, but it's not.
It's not.
When you have goals that you're setting yourself up for, like we got to be careful about the emotion vampires
Yes.
that's in our lives. And what I appreciate with what you said is you try to address it directly, matter of fact, but in a reasonable way.
Yeah.
And if that's not working, that's not working.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got all that chapstick that just fell right on my doggone lip. I'm over here trying to sneak and put chapstick on it. But
so
yeah,
funny.
because I'm a realist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, some people you have to see, some people you have to talk to, some people you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Other people I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from not necessarily here, because I know what I'm about to say. That's from work. That's
Okay.
from family. That's from acquaintances. That's from childhood friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all chose our lane.
Mm-hmm.
We chose the lane that we wanted to go down, regardless of how we think or feel about it. At the end of the day, if you were really, quote unquote, trying to get out the hood, you would have left.
Wow.
I feel that's where a lot of creativity is. That's where a lot of business owners are.
For sure.
That's where a lot of high society contributions can come from. But like it is on some movies, we're told let the government take care of you. Like I can't remember what movie it was. I want to say it was what was that? Michelle Pfeiffer, something like Dangerous Minds or something like that. She went to the house and the grandma was like, these boys ain't ever gonna be nothing. So stop filling their heads with that stuff.
Wow.
So you see things like, it's like, that's got to be real. Nobody just writes that in. That's got to be something that came from somewhere. So I feel people put themselves where they want to be, even if that's not where they want to be.
Our brain has a way of keeping us with what is familiar, even though it can be destructive and painful.
Yes.
And so when we are trying to remove ourselves out of spaces, it's painful. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's against our nature to break outside of the box, to find new circles to be in, to learn a bunch of new knowledge to get where you want to go, to do stuff even when people saying that's not going to work. You don't have it. You going to fail. All these things. Like, it takes a lot. So if that's where you are, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Regardless of what everybody else is thinking.
You have
regardless
to
of what
do
everybody
it.
else says. Like, even if that's your spouse.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So you okay with us making minimum wage? You okay living in an apartment? You don't ever want to own a house? You don't necessarily got to have to want the picket fence, but you okay not owning anything?
But a lot of that is exposure. If all you see is this, it's like you don't even know.
And that goes to what Cash said. He said a lot of people have never seen outside of Charlotte.
Yeah.
So they really don't know. No,
Yeah.
I take that back. I think he said that, or I was thinking that, but he also said a lot of people have never seen outside of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's amazing what you can see.
And I think also we're into the way it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you struggle financially, you might dress a certain way, have a certain brand.
Mm-hmm.
So to fail publicly doesn't look the best.
No.
But failing a lot is required, for going towards your dream, for having a business. I was wanting to mention this. I remember, speaking of creativity, I used to host some Valentine's events because I knew not everybody is going to go to couples counseling. But they might
True.
come to a Valentine's event. We can have a good time. I can drop little gems and that be that. And it turned out beautifully. But for all the work that was, I'm like, okay, this was cute money. It was cute. So in a way, it was a success, but it was like, But what I got out of it was, one of the things I did was sent an invitation through LinkedIn to media to be able to come. I forgot what you call it, like a media pass. Just like come through to the event.
Yeah, the media kit.
Yeah, the media pass where you invite a reporter to come through for free. They ain't come through. But one was like, I know an anchor who wants guests that talk about relationships, because it was around Valentine's Day. And that was how I got my first feature on the news on Good Day Charlotte. Through that failure, through that going way outside of my box, I'm a regular schmegular therapist doing eclectic stuff. Like, I just want to do it.
You just have to do it, though.
You have to do it. You have to do it. Not only was I able to pour into the people who came, but I got the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, because I've never been on the news.
Okay. Yet.
No. So you got one up on me on that, too.
But I already gave you some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The journalists networking group.
You did. I'm definitely going to check them out. I definitely will be checking them out. Listen, she over here plugging for other people at that.
I can't help it, yeah. I can't help it.
So, Tasha.
Yes.
If there was anything that you could leave to these people concerning their goals, well, I'm not even going to put it in a box. I'm not going to do that. What piece of advice would you give to those people concerning their mental health?
Concerning their mental health.
If you don't...
You know what? Sometimes you have to ruffle feathers in order to be okay. A lot of what I do with clients is help them to be able to say no more, help them to let people know, okay, these are the certain things that help me feel like this relationship is more reciprocated, or I feel more support since we're supposed to be tight. Sometimes you gotta ruffle feathers.
Ruffle them feathers, y'all.
Saying.
I stay ruffling.
You just gotta ask Tay. He'll let you know what to say.
I have no problem saying no. No problem saying no.
See, this is a good thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Learn to say no. I mean, you tell certain people no about certain things, you know how to say no. Just,
yeah,
especially if it's something that's going to put you in a space of uncomfortability.
Yeah.
Or you feel something isn't right. Just say no.
That's a childhood thing too. Because we when we're in distress, we're fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And you describe fight as a child. So you've had a lot of repetition with no and putting up your boundaries. And for a lot of us, we had to obey, Discipline for some of us was harsh.
Yes. Yes.
So sometimes being very obedient and trying to appease and that kind of thing is learned. Now, that's the other part of discipline that's not discussed enough, the damage. But anywho, so
We'll
being
talk about that on the next episode because you got to come back.
hey.
So yes.
And you asked me about goals. The last thing I would say about goals, welcome yourself in every room you step in. Make yourself at home, because there's some rooms where we might feel awkward, we don't belong, we're different, they know more than me. Welcome yourself in every room.
Yeah, that says a lot. Because like you said, we do walk in a room and be like, I don't think I belong here.
Yeah.
If you walked in that room, you belong there.
Yeah.
If you filled out that invitation, you belong there.
And
if you
furthermore,
RSVP'd,
if you're what?
If you RSVP'd,
I mean, hey.
Let's go.
And it can be felt without you saying a word if you feel you don't belong there. So do the internal work until you feel it.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yay.
So this is the part where I open the floor.
Okay.
And I don't think I prepped you for this one. You get to ask me a question.
Oh.
I didn't prep you for that one, did I?
No.
I'd be scared if I prep somebody, what they gonna ask me. But yes, you get to ask me a question or whatever.
Let's see. What advice would you give people who want to level up in their brand, in their business, in terms of their approach to what you do, the visual, the visibility? Like, what do you notice? Because usually I find we notice a lot of common challenges with the people we work with. What's some good advice for people who want to level up in their brand, in their visibility, in their goals in terms of visuals?
When it comes to the visual space, I'm trying to figure out how to word it and make it as simple as possible.
Okay.
If we're focusing solely on visibility, make yourself visible. You have to press record, go live. You have to connect with the right people. You have to open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. You have to put yourself in front of people to say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Call us. You know, we have helped kickstart a lot of podcasts. And like I told you, before we started recording, we do everything. We literally are a one-stop shop. Media production, podcasting and social media, and event space. We've got you covered. It's not just an ad. Seriously, we got you covered. You contact us, we do consultations. So if you're like, I don't know what I want to do or what I need to do, help, book the consultation. We sit down, we help you strategize. We either give you a one-time meeting, we give you information, send you on your way. You have where we give you a month's worth of content or a month's worth of things to do. And then you have a 3-month run where we meet with you every month and say, okay, what worked, what didn't work, let's regroup with what didn't work. Let's find a different avenue.
Okay.
And we do that for you. It's a 3-month commitment. If you need us longer than that, we're here.
Okay.
But when it comes to the visibility, you have to want to be seen and make yourself seen.
And let me just say, there's nothing more motivating than being an introvert and deciding to be visible than being broke.
Open up that wallet and be like, go ahead, close me up, dog. Ain't nothing in here but lint. Don't even swipe that card.
Listen, because literally, if you know Visibility, and this is for business owners, people in management. You have to have visibility, or it's going to be really difficult to rise. So get it done.
Yeah. Call me. That's all the notes they get today. So at the end of the show, can you please let the people know where they can find you?
Yes, I am on social media. So that's, let's see, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn under Up Company PLLC. And my name is Natasha Oates, licensed therapist, business owner, and speaker.
And there you have it. Listen, I'm going to have you come back.
Thank you. Yes.
This was good for me. I don't know how good it was for them, but this was good for me. We're going to talk. Okay. So listen, y'all. This has been another episode of Creative Roots Podcast, where seeds sown become visions grown. Oh, and I forgot. Shout out to Allen Luck Studios. I would like to thank us. Shout out to Charlotte Podcast Studio. I would like to thank us again. Shout out to Artbox Charlotte. As usual, I would like to thank us. And now, because y'all know I'm always saying who was missing, shout out to Mono for providing these microphones for our podcasting and all of the things that we do with these mics. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.